Time for another breakfast sandwich. Today I'm doing sausage, egg, and cheese, and I'm going to do the egg differently. I'm going to go with my own homemade sausage, which I've made a video in the past. Nobody has ever watched it, but I'm not bitter or anything. So I got a cast iron skillet. I'm going to actually put my breakfast sausage in there, and what I'm going to do is, notice this is a big boy patty. I'm actually going to have to fast for medical reasons, so this is going to be a big sandwich. So I'm just going to smash it in the cast iron pan. And I like doing this started in a cold pan and then going over medium heat. And that's going to go for probably about 4 minutes per side. Something to note, this is the bread I'm going to use. And you notice this is definitely way bigger. This is going to shrink, so that's the reason for that. And you don't have to do this with homemade breakfast sausage. You could use like a Jimmy Dean. But anyway, this is about ready to flip. And there we go. Now I want to actually smash it in a little bit. Breakfast sausage is kind of forgiving in that it's not going to really dry out too much. And now I'm going to let that cook on the second side while I work on my egg. So heat's going to medium. I have 2 eggs here that I've already added salt, pepper, and I'm going to actually scramble it. Once the butter is nice and melted, we're going to make this all nicey-nicey. You can see my butter is nice and foamy. My sausage is pretty much cooked. I'm actually going to let the residual heat from the pan cook it and do it off the heat. Eggs going down. And now I want to kind of make like a egg puck, like on a McDonald's sausage biscuit. To do that, mix for the first like 10-15 seconds. I'm going to turn my heat up a little bit. And then once you start to see the liquid kind of setting, I'm just going to leave it just for a minute. You can see it's actually coming away as a one big solid piece. I like my egg on the softer side, so I'm going to give that a little flip. And now I like to actually bury my cheese right inside here. And then I'm gonna, you know what, it's not going to work out that way, so I'm going to just do this as like an omelet. It'll fit. And just kind of let the cheese melt a little bit. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to let that go for a second, and then I'll show you. This is ready for a little bit of a flippy flip. That's when the cheese is going to melt. And I'm actually just going to, you know what, come on with sausage. Just let that kind of sit there just for like 45 seconds. I can see my cheese getting nice and melty, so we're ready to assemble this damn thing. We're just going to go directly on our ciabatta bread. The other day, somebody asked me, do you know that you over-enunciate ciabatta bread? Yeah, sure, whatever. Looks pretty damn good. Let's give it a nice little cut. Nice little toasted bun. Let's see. Oh, man, that looks freaking good. Oh, yeah. Ooh, cheesy as hell. I love provolone as a breakfast sandwich cheese. It's kind of slept on. All right, let's go. Provolone plays nicely with all the spices in the sausage and with the egg, because the egg's kind of neutral, even though I add a lot of black pepper. But this is really, really good.